right?
Yes.
Alright, so today I'm going to be speaking about happiness. I think that everybody in life is looking for happiness, and it's a very important part of life. Famously, Anne Frank said that those who are happy will make others happy. And I feel like right now I can go ahead and try to teach you guys how you can be happy in order to make others happy. One of the first things that you can do to be happy is to learn to be forgiving. Forgiveness is something that I think people forget or tend to forget in life. Things may happen and there's not a lot you can do to change that. Moving on, learning to move on from them and learning how to improve your life from these events is important and will, as a result, make you a happy person. Secondly, you should learn to you should learn to spread happiness. Being a happy person and being happy with yourself is not only good for yourself, but can improve other people's days. An example of this is like my little brother. I may be having a bad day or maybe like going to go pick him up and not in the best mood, but sometimes when I go and I pick him up from school and he comes and he's like starts talking to me, he's already in a good mood and it kind of lifts my day. I don't know if you guys experience this with siblings or parents or anybody else in your life, but if you do, you know that like it's true, and trying to do it yourself will remind you to improve other people's days. Happiness is a key virtue to life. It's very, very important. And remembering to be forgiving and remembering that your happiness can improve other people's days, I think will help you be a happier person. And I hope that you guys do this in the future.
All right, I think you're a little direct in your attention device, just referring to what the ultimate theme is going to be. I think you could do something a little bit more engaging, but you do identify the topic and you do tell us what your goal is. It sounds like there's kind of a structure, but you don't really tell us what that structure is going to be. Might have been a good idea for you to do that because you forgot it after you got past that first point and you got a little bit lost. That might have given you a little bit more of a reminder. The forgiveness thing on the first point I think is the one that probably gets the best development, although I do think you could use an example to make the story more interesting and easier for us to remember. Everything that comes after that first point feels a little bit like you're wandering around, like you've got some platitudes to say and you're a little bit uncertain, and it remains fairly abstract. So the content, I think, dissipates a little bit after you get past that first point. The delivery aspects also change after the first point. You have a hesitation when you get stuck when you finish that first point, and the rhythm is not quite the same in the second part of the speech as it was in the first part of the speech. I didn't notice if that was the same kind of thing with your audience contact, but I did notice when I was paying attention, you like the right side of the audience better than the left side of the audience. You know, I gotta say, everybody over there is getting a lot more attention than everybody over here, and I'm kind of on the edge of this side, and I'm thinking, hey, a little more for me, you know. I didn't feel ignored because you did look over here, But I think you probably found a couple of friendly faces over there to go to Gesundheit, and that there's nothing wrong with that. It's especially when you have a longer presentation, and that's a little bit more comforting. But these are short presentations, so you got to try and remain as inclusive as you can with everybody during the presentation. All right, I'm going to stop there.